Bueno, gente, este asunto yo lo estaba transmitiendo en vivo, pero necesito sacar las cosas rápido porque esto hago las juntas con mi amigo. Así que a partir de ahora el resto del show que es de 100 Pong lo voy a hacer grabado y lo vamos a estar, obviamente lo vamos a estar subiendo igual para que ustedes lo sigan viendo, pero va a ser, vamos a hacer grabado en video, porque necesito terminarlo rápido.
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock and regaining the WWE title just feels right, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's still one more stop on the 2013 Redemption Tour. After my WrestleMania 29 loss to The Undertaker, I took a few months off the heel. Paul Heyman saw this as something vindictive. He took my absence as betrayal, and before I knew it, I was being attacked by his old pal Brock Lesnar. Brock got involved in business that wasn't his, and I knew a match with no disqualifications was my best shot to even the odds. I would have walked away with the win, but I couldn't resist getting my hands on Heyman, which gave Brock the opening he needed.
Brock Lesnar has beaten CM Punk.
It was a brutal encounter, but if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll avoid taking a trip to Suplex City. Dish out some punishment to Paul if you get the chance, but walking out of SummerSlam 2013 with the win is the main goal. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Llegamos a SummerSlam 2013, gente, la lucha titulada La Bestia contra el mejor del mundo.
Flanked by his devious representative, Paul Heyman, the Beast Incarnate is a three-time WWE champion, the 2000 College champion, a former MMA champion. We talked about this earlier tonight, Corey. You believe no disqualification will firmly favor Lesnar. Brock Lesnar defeated one of the greatest MMA stars.
Gentlemen, it is time.
Yeah, but whose time is it with?
Well, we're about to find out because this is one of the most highly anticipated matches that I can remember in the history of WWE.
This is one of those matches, guys, where you're just proud to be here to watch it.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Ronnie.
CM Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend, Paul Heyman, and his new partner, Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotions blind him here. Yeah, it's all about vengeance for Punk against the man who betrayed him, Paul Heyman. But having to go through Brock Lesnar to do it is no simple task.
But Punk says he's not afraid of the beast.
Shoulders down, Penny in predicament.
Maybe just looking to send a message, give a preview of how this all ends.
Paul Heyman said recently that Brock Lesnar is currently in the best fighting shape of his life. And take off. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
Size, weight, MMA expertise, what advantage doesn't Brock Lesnar have?
Crossbody, throwing absolute caution to the wind there, and it paid off big time. Get ready for chaos, the chair is coming out.
Man, well-placed calf kick.
Causing some serious wear and tear to the leg. God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair. focusing in on the leg at the moment. Corey, I know earlier tonight you said no DQ environment favours the Beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equaliser.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. But consider this, Brock Lesnar now has illegal holds at his disposal. Brock Lesnar can now use his inhuman strength to swing a steel chair at CM Punk or throw a post on a table. There's nothing more frightening to me than the idea of Brock Lesnar having no limits to his brutality.
Lesnar timed that just right.
And like a top without regard. An unyielding showing of authority, no two ways about it.
Getting out of harm's way.
Jeez. Action now spilling to the ringside area in front of us here.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
And he's able to avoid that offense. Looking to render that arm useless, stretching that shoulder.
And as is so often the case when a man faces Brock Lesnar, Punk finds himself taking on early attacks.
Esto fácil no iba a ser a empezar a dormir. Se puede pegar ahí. Hacemos.
Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice.
They kick out only one.
Somehow they still manage to have enough energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Oh no, hitting the bullseye with that chair. Pointing the elbow, nailed it.
Really looking to drop the hammer now as he cinches in that.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Punch.
Back and forth we go. No end in sight to this exchange.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Lesnar looking to inflict a little more agony. The Brock lock is in. So tear your knee in half. The stretch mumbler's in. Couple of kicks of breaking.
Oh, Mongolian chop. Great wherewithal to dodge that. Oh, a decisive shot. And able to skirt around that attack.
Not quite what Brock intended. What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
From the heavens.
Oh, coming down from way up top. And another climb. He's perched up top.
Oh, and that mistake could change the complexion of this match.
Come on, lock apply. Absolutely trapped. No, he can't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Sí, como nada. A ver que tiene esa matita ya de rendición, loco.
The winner of this match.
Ah, bueno. Toda. Ah, pero se le puso continuar.
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating the Rock and
Se la marca de pie, ¿no?
It's the best versus the beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by the
Hit hard, straight into the pin. Tosses the shoulder up.
I don't know if I would have gone for a pin so soon.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Incoming! Crash and burn.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Lesnar launching his opponent with a German suplex.
Corey, I know earlier tonight you said no DQ environment favors the beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equalizer.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. But consider this, Brock Lesnar now has illegal holds at his disposal. Brock Lesnar can now use his inhuman strength to swing his steel chair at CM Punk or throw Punk to a table. There's nothing more frightening to me than the idea of Brock Lesnar having no limits to his brutality.
Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
Well, the emotions involved in this match will help with that. You can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Lesnar on the wrong side of that exchange.
During his famous pipe bomb speech, CM Punk famously declared himself a Paul Heyman guy. Then he made that a reality the next year when the two men joined forces.
Suicide dive.
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
Into the unforgiving barricade.
Into the steel steps. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won one of 3 matches against Brock.
Look out! All the way to the outside.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out.
Oh, steel chair looks supposed to bend that way.
Not a position the Beast Incarnate is used to. The damage starting to pile up, courtesy of CM Punk.
Oh, driver! Spiked him. Brock here now, not used to being without the momentum.
Somehow Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here.
Turns that in his favor. Lesnar able to stop the blitz that was coming his way.
Brock just got tired of being pushed around. He's likely more aggravated now.
The counter with a knuckle sandwich. Got him where he wants him. Up and connecting with the Falcon Arrow.
Able to parry that one.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And into the corner he goes. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. And wait a minute, what's the manager doing under the apron?
This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do. And will introduce any tool to produce victory.
And guys, Punk might have this. He's got victory in his sights with Brock in this condition. Neck breaker.
And straight into the pin attempt.
There's 2. Kicks out. He still has life.
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Stepping out of the ring here. what they're looking for here.
Bringing a baseball bat into play.
And CM Punk is in control.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
Once again, having the wind knocked straight out of it. CM Punk with the lead.
Able to push off and avoid that attack. Momentum isn't completely on Brock's side just yet.
Yeah, Lesnar getting some really detected focus.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Punk about to take flight.
Flying elbow drop.
Punk knows he has to take his best shots at Brock Lesnar.
Atacar en la cabeza. Ya, pues déjate jugar con Heyman, pues mierda.
Double leg takedown, get the shoulders down. Oh, look at this, reverses the leverage.
And he's seemingly determined to inflict even more punishment on his opponent. He might be going too far here. Hopefully, he does not cost him the match.
Hooked him up. And a suplex. What a club. Turns it around. Boom, impact. I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are.
Two aggressive stars, so well matched, not in terms of physicality,
Puta,
but mentality.
conchito muy pesado, por la chucha.
Stopped him in the tracks with a kick to the gut. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Goodness, incredible strength to throw a human like that.
Close fist connects.
No signs of either combatant backing down.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
This is a war of attrition with
Ah, por estar weando, weón, me pasa lo mismo.
absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is running out.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas box?
Pointing it to the front. What's his plan? Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Again, he's making the climb. Here we go.
Meteoric impact on that splash.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Using every ounce of power behind that.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
The ferocity we have witnessed here tonight. Oh my God, below the belt.
And remember, guys, this is another disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk. And now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the beast incarnate backing you up.
What for the F5, but what a counter by Punk into a DDT. Cover now for the win over Lesnar and a kick out.
Late kick out and Paul Heyman can't believe it, but now straight into the Anaconda vice grip.
Punk squeezing with all of his might, trying to put down the beast. And Heyman again.
But just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda Vice and one for the chair.
Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet.
Lesnar won't be done until
Está haciendo
Punk is
pebre a punta
completely
de brazo.
destroyed.
Y caso fuera que le hace el
Looks
F5
like
en la
that
silla y le gana.
moment is imminent, Corey.
Tenemos que tratar de cambiar la historia.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, delivers an F5 out of the chair.
Ah, no, por otro.
And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
Well, just goes to show you never turn your back on the beast incarnate.
Gets his shoulders down. Brock Lesnar for the win. Shoulders up before two.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here. And averting damage there.
Oh, shit breaker. Ref, are you blind?
Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back.
GTS. And Lesnar is out.
Brock's done. CM Punk overcame the beast.
Le iba a hacer 2 GTS, pero le iba a activar el triángulo, así que mejor que no.
The winner of this match, CM Punk.
Esa es la segunda, güey.
For CM Punk proving the doubters. Proving
Le sacamos la de SummerSlam a Paul Heyman, positivo a CM Punk del 2013
CM Punk is
y a Brock Lesnar
in the world.
del 2013.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we can finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I get my payback with Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre. Corey, CM Punk in his career is... This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
Stalking from above.
From way up, double axe handle connects. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Grabbing the lumber, and things are starting to go off the rails here.
Looks like the Road Crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again.
Breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Still in it.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Neckbreaker.
Head scissors applied. Oh, look at these nasty strikes.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Taking his time to perfectly measure.
Good night.
And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
He saw that one coming.
Big time height on that kick.
Oh, he saw it coming.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
A gorilla press right into the side of the saddle. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. And Punk making his way back to the ring.
Drew anticipating.
Roll up here. Punk powers out, still going strong. And he moves in for the cover. And shoulders up before a count of one.
Too much gas left in the tank. More damage needs to be done here.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Quick thinking right there. Table is set.
From the heavens, big time splash. Table's broken in half. Don't worry though, there might still be more around here somewhere.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Punches to the face. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
From the top rope, CM Punk connects with the elbow.
2 count. And still in this.
Call me impressed. I have no idea how he managed to kick out at this point.
Oh, McIntyre holding him at bay.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. Put on the top rope. Something big's coming. The Scottish Warrior looking for something sinister, something impactful, perhaps the end of this match. Drew has them hoisted up from the second rope, and rain crash.
And shifting over for the cover.
It only gets a 1 count.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely McIntyre perhaps looking for the kill shot, looking to end this, and he gets it the Claymore.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is. Into the cover. Oh, he gets the shot right before 3.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Domination hits.
It's all Punk's for the taking. Here we go. Cover. 2. He just might regret this decision. My God! Did you hear that chair shot? We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Manda steel
And you
chair.
notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he...
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharpshooter. It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade. Michael Cole with one last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake. He wants to end this for the win. Flips the lever, shoulders down. Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that. Hooked up. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania. An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
His own life has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs. CM Punk connects with a Illuminati and textbook CM Punk Anaconda Vice Grip.
After everything he's been through, will he give in right now? Will his body give up? Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Set him up for a Russian leg sweep.
Escape just in time.
Neck breaker. Looking for a scoop slam, and from behind, inverted DDT. Letting him get to a standing base. Moments away from having him exactly where... Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all. And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue. And what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen? I can only imagine what the sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet. We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre.
Hace lo que se ata una cadena en la rodilla, güey. Pásenle los GTS.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell. Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end. GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, Save Him Punk.
Esa lucha fue brutal, güey.
This victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth. Enjoy the show. Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
No, el debut de Raw en Netflix.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as a magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who's become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no more loss between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, they really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Showing Punk the door here. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently with the Scottish Warrior. Stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife on their door. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgical...
What a cross body!
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. Bang! What a move! Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count-out.
And Seth, so often the aggressor, so often the more experienced man in the ring, simply cannot match CM Punk at this juncture.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Precision elbow.
No, saca esa mierda, puta la weá.
Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it.
And he goes crashing to the outside. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Sácalo para afuera, por la chucha, qué mierda que hacer, weón.
Versatility from Rollins. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match.
Puta, pesado, culiado, por la chucha.
The last
Qué
time
mierda,
Punk appeared on
weón.
WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies. And the core taking on some damage.
Delivered into the barricade.
Targeting the arm of the
Pero qué difícil, weón.
Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut. The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring.
En serio, no.
And slides back into the ring.
Puta que conche tu madre pesado, weón.
Beats Rollins.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culprit.
Por la chucha su madre.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not.
Survivor Series 2023. The youngest man, the face of Rollins, would see CM Punk return when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company. He says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective.
Launches through the air and connects.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Ven a pelear para acá, pues zorrado culiao.
Rollins looking to make his
Puta que conche tu madre. Ven para acá si son tan machos, pues conche tu madre, lo pido.
Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk. He's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first? CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Ese culiao.
Punk famously said that night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
Getting the cover here, high in the end. Stop the ref count before two.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
Here we go. The DDT. Mike. Oh, my!
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Oh, what an axe handle. Beautiful. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging.
Lift off! Oh, man, he landed rough there.
And able to evade the offense. Adjusting their opponent against the turnbuckle.
Oh, my God. CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped thus far. High red district for CM Punk.
From a...
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just just amazing. Power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety, although in hot pursuit now.
Rollins looking to end it with a stop.
Is it enough to overcome Punk?
Shoulders are down.
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this. Ooh, this just kicked to the spine. Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat. And then a knee right to the throat. Counter by CM Punk.
Seth turns that away.
Has to find a way out of this.
Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Kick out at two.
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lungs, Seth Rollins will
CM Punk. Well placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Rollins now perhaps going for that neck breaker. No, forearm to the neck. Looking to
Ahí está Costa.
for good. And there's the stop.
That's got a problem here.
Into the cover.
Ahí está Costa en la espalda.
Kicking out at one after a move like that.
Rollins is starting to lose his temper. He needs to put that aside and refocus. Uh-oh! What a crossbody! Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM incoming!
Wow! Crossbody!
Oh, el saco culiao.
Looking for it again, heading to the top. Hit on CM Punk. He gets the kick out after the one.
Not even a 2 count, just found a way to power out of that pin attempt.
Good technique reversing Rollins. Rollins in the line.
Sorry, chocolate.
Driver spiked him. Climbing up those ropes now.
Oh yeah, from the top! Went for broke, and that expression ended up becoming little.
Punishing power slam. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insisted that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did. Heyman betraying both of us.
Vamos a tener que llegar hasta el final de la transmisión acá, muchachos, porque me quedan 5 minutos nomás. Y el cuaderno, la transmisión se nos va a acabar. Así que la vamos a dejar hasta acá. Y en la siguiente transmisión vamos a terminar esta lucha y la lucha de Dream Match.